Hey everyone, this is Yaswanth. Welcome to Yaswanth IT. If you are watching our channel for the first time, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Without these control statements, we cannot create a Java program. We cannot create a Java application. We cannot build a logic. Okay? Without these control statements, we cannot create logic. We cannot create a single program also because these control statements will control all the flow of our program. Okay? These control statements are three types. One is conditional statements, another one is looping statements, and third one is branching statements or transfer statements. Okay, see here control statements. First, conditional statements. Simple if, only if statements. It will represented as simple if, and we can also have switch statements. Okay, we can also have switch statements. Have looping statements. See here, while loop, true while loop, for loop, and for each loop. We can also see these looping statements with a simple examples. Okay. Third type is transfer statements or branching statements. That means these statements, these statements are used to break that loop or to continue that iteration or to return from a method. These statements are used. Okay. We can also see these statements with a simple examples. Okay. Let's go to conditional statements. Conditional statements are used to execute group of statements based on condition. Okay, based on condition, it will execute some group of statements. Conditional statements will evaluate Boolean expression to make the decision. That means that condition satisfied, it will return true. If it will return true, then only it will execute those block of statements. If let's see, this is flow of execution. Here, if condition. See here condition. If this condition is true, then only it will go to if block statements. Okay, if this condition is true, if let's say a simple example, a is greater than 0, our a equal to 20, a is greater than 0, it means true. Then only it will go to if block statements. If a is less than 0, then it will return false. So that means it will directly skip skip this if block. Okay, it will skip this if block. Statements after if block will be executed. Okay, if this condition is satisfied, then only it will go to if block statements. If condition, okay, if condition block, it will skip and it will go to other statements. Okay, let's see one simple example. Here I am creating one more package. See here how I am creating. Here first com dot company name dot module name. Our module is conditional statements. Okay, see here in package we can give only lowercase characters only, lowercase alphabets only. It is recommended, it is highly recommended. Conditional statements. See here one new package is created. See here left side, one new package is created. In this package I am creating a Java file. I am giving if if demo. Our class name first character will always uppercase character only. Okay, it is highly recommended, it is highly recommended. Let's create main method. In this main method I am initializing a variable with 20, creating a if statement. If a greater than 0, here if block. Here curly braces are I am giving. In this I am giving a print statement, system.out.println. Here I am giving a is greater than 0. Okay, I am closing this statement, semicolon. Save this program and execute this program. Select Java application, press OK. Here a is greater than 0. Here our if block is executing because here I am giving a condition a is greater than 0. Then only you can execute these if block statements. Okay, then only you can execute these if block statements. If a is less than 0, here I am giving one more statement. Outer of if block, we can see difference. Execute this program, see outer of if block, because this condition is not satisfied. Okay, this condition is not satisfied, then it will return false. Okay, if our if condition is true, then only it will execute if block statements. If condition is false, then it will directly go to outer. After this, it will skip this if statement blocks. Okay, that's why we are getting output as outer of if block. That means it will skip these if block conditions. So that's why it is called as conditional statements. Okay, if a is greater than 0, a is greater than 0, that means it will execute if block statements, and after this if block statements also it will execute. Okay, that's why this is called as conditional statements. See here, if this condition is satisfied, then it will go to if block statements. If this condition is not satisfied, it will go to else block. That means it will return false. Less than, if this condition is not satisfied, then it will go to else block. That means it is returning, this condition is returning false. Okay, if our condition gives as false, it will go to else block. See here, I am writing else block statements. Here, every block will be represented as curly braces. Between those curly braces only, we can write our statements. Here, I am giving else statement is executed. Okay, let's see. Execute this. Else statement is executed because this condition is false. A is not less than 0. That means it will return false. If our condition is written false, then it will directly go to else statement. See here, diagrammatic representation. See, if our condition is true, then only it will go to if block statements. If our condition is false, then it will go to else block statements. Okay, if our condition is true, it will go to if block statements. If our condition is false, then it will go to else block statements. Okay, let's see a simple example. Okay, let's create one more class, new class. That means new Java file. Even or odd program. Even or odd program. See here, I am creating main method. In main method, I am creating object for scanner class. Scanner sc equal to new scanner. Here I am connecting keyboard system.in. This statement will connect keyboard to our Java program. See here, this scanner class is available in java.util package. So for that, we need to import java.util.scanner. Okay. See here, we are creating object by using new operator. We are creating object for using new operator keyword. Okay, by using new keyword, we are creating object for our scanner class. This is a scanner class which is available in java.util package. This scanner class is predefined class. That means these classes are created by Sun Microsystem. Okay, those developers are created these classes. Okay, see here, I am creating a variable int a equal to, I am taking input from user. So for that, by using this scanner class reference variable, that means this scanner class object is also known as reference variable. Object is also known as reference variable. By using this scanner class reference variable, I am calling next int method which is available in scanner class. I am taking input from the user. Even or odd means if our input is divided by 2, then it is represented as even number. If our input is does not divided by 2, then it will represent as odd number. So for that, see here in if statement, I am giving a condition. If a modulo equal a modulo 2 equal to 0, this modulo operator is used to return remainder of that condition. Okay. If after this execution, if 4 divided by 2 or remainder is 0, 0 equal to 0. Okay. If 0 equal to 0, then only it will execute this if block statement. In if block statement, I am writing a print statement system.out that println given number is even number. Okay. Then after this if statement, I am writing a else block statement. See here, if our condition is written false, then it will directly go to else block statement. Okay. In else block statement, in else block, I am giving a print statement. What I am giving print given number is a odd number because it does not divided by 2, then it is a odd number. Save this and run this. Run as Java application. Press OK. See here I am giving input. Input as 20% of given number is a even number. Given number is a even number. Here I am opening a resource. So that's why I am close the resource at the end of the program. By using that class reference variable, I am calling one more method, close method. Okay. Save this and execute this. See here, I am giving input. See here, our console, I am giving input as 200. It is a even number. Okay. Once more time execute. Here I am giving 109. Here given number is odd number because this 109 is not divisible by 2. See here, this condition will check this given number is divided by 2. It will return remainder of remainder. If that remainder is equal to 0, then it given number is divided by 2. If given number is divided by 2, it will return true. Our condition will return true. If condition blocks will only execute if our given condition is true only, then only it will execute if block statements. If our condition is not true, it will return false. If our condition is false, then it will go directly go to else block. Else block. Okay, it will directly go to else block and it will execute directly else block statements. Okay, let's see nested if state. One if statement contains another if statement, then that statement then that is called as nested if statements. Okay, see here, one if statement contains another if. Okay, let's see in this example. Let's copy this and give one more statement. If given input a is greater than or is greater than 0, and here I am also giving one more condition using AND operator, and a is less than 100. Okay, then only execute in this block statements, then only execute these statements. Else I'm giving one statement. In this, enter a valid number which is greater than 0 and less than 100. Okay, save this and execute this. Here in console, I am giving 200 as input. See here, enter a valid number which is greater than 0 and less than 100. See here, in this if statement, a is greater than 0 and a is less than 100. If both conditions are true, then only it will execute if block statements. Okay. If both statements are true, then only it will execute if block statements. If one condition also is false, then it will directly execute else block statements. So here I am giving input as now executing this once more time and I'm giving input as 50. See, given number is an even number. One if statement contains another if statement, then it will known as nested if. Okay, nested if. Print execute this one more time and give input as 55. See, given number is odd. In this if statement, one more if statement is there. In that if statement, we are checking condition. If given number is dividing by 2, we will execute this block statements. If given condition is false, we are directly going to else block statements. So that's why we are getting given number is odd number. Given number is a odd number. Okay. We have seen nested if also. Let's see if else if ladder. If else if ladder. Let's see a simple example. And creating one more Java file class if else if ladder demo. See here how I am giving class names. For every word, first character must be uppercase only. It is highly recommended in real-time scenarios. Okay. Here I am taking main method. In main method, let's take three variables: a equal to 20, b equal to 30, c equal to 40. In we are checking condition. If a greater than b and a is also greater than c, that means a is greater than b and a is greater than c. That means a is bigger. So in this, I am giving a print statement. Let's print sys out enter. In this if block statement, I am giving a is bigger. Else Java provided else if block also. In this else if block, I am checking b is greater than or not and b is greater than c. Okay, if b is greater than both of the variables, then b is bigger. I am printing statement b is bigger. Okay, if this condition is false, if this if statement is false, then it will go to else if block. If this else if block statement condition is also false, then it will go to else block. Okay, it will directly go to else block. In this else block, we are checking first we are checking a, then we are checking b. What is remaining c? So we are directly giving println c is bigger. Okay, save this and execute it. Select Java application, press OK. See why we are getting C is bigger, because A is 20 and B is 30. C is equal to 40. C is greater than A and greater than B. It will directly executing else block. See here, if condition is false, because A is not greater than B and A is not greater than C. So that's why this if block is false. This is if block condition is false. So that's why we are good. That's why it will go to else if block. Okay, that's why it will go to else block. If in else block we are also giving one more condition. We are checking b is greater than a. It's true. B is greater than a. Why 30 greater than 20? True. And see we did a mistake here.
No problem. See here. B, 30 greater than 40. C contains 40. 30 is not greater than 40. So both the statements is false. So if condition is false, then it will go to next block. What is our next block is else. So it will directly execute this statement. Let's, let's take B. B equal to 40 and C equal to 30. Save this and execute it. See, B is bigger. Why? B contains 40. A contains 20. C contains 30. That means this if else if block is executed. This else if block is executed. In this, we are checking B 40 greater than 20 true and 40 greater than 30 true. Both statements are true. Then only it will execute this statement. Then only it will execute this block of statements. Okay. This is example for else if ladder.